Hello everyone, and welcome back to the iKnow channel. Today we're going to dive into the world of self-compassion and long-term transformation. Our reference today is an expert in weight loss and a champion of self-compassion, author of bestseller Compassion Method. As Sharu found out in her journey, losing weight and keeping it off isn't just about diet and exercise. It's about changing the way we think and feel about ourselves. Sharu struggled with weight loss for years, going through cycles of deprivation and binge eating. But after a lifetime of poor self-esteem, she realized that her weight struggles were about her entire self-image, not just the weight itself. It was through her work as an addiction treatment therapist that Sharu learned the importance of a judgment-free approach to change. She discovered that creating a safe, non-judgmental environment was key to helping those struggling with addiction. And this idea can be applied to any desired behavioral change, not just substance abuse. So, how do we start the journey of self-compassion and long-term transformation? The first step is to appreciate what we've already done and grow self-compassion. We need to make a list of our good attributes and accomplishments, and remember that we all have the ability to achieve our goals. In the next few chapters, we'll explore the kindness method, Sharu's proven system for long-term transformation. She'll guide us through the process of setting goals, developing a roadmap, and being kind to ourselves every step of the way. Chapter 1, Self-Compassion, the Key to Long-Term Transformation. Sharu Izadi, the author, was well versed in the world of weight loss. She had tried everything from fad diets to fitness programs and weight loss instructors, but nothing seemed to work for her. She was stuck in a cycle of depriving herself of food and then binging on unhealthy options when the numbers on the scale went up. She punished herself for what she perceived as weakness and isolated herself from others until she felt deserving of social interaction. However, even when she reached her ideal weight, she was never truly satisfied. This led Sharu to have an awakening, realizing that her weight struggles were more about her self-image than the weight itself. After a difficult breakup that caused her to gain more than 90 pounds, Sharu's self-esteem took a hit and she felt that her appearance determined her worth in society. That's when she decided to visit a counselor, and was surprised when they asked her the simple question, "What would happen if you never lost weight?" Sharu was initially angry at the idea, but then she started to see things from a different perspective. She began to notice more overweight people around her and realized that they shouldn't be shunned just because of their weight. This helped her understand the difference between her own expectations and those of others. So, Sharu decided to do an experiment. She decided to treat herself with compassion, even when she wasn't meeting her weight loss goals. And, to her surprise, by being kind to herself, she started losing weight faster than ever before. Furthermore, her newfound self-compassion had a positive impact on every aspect of her life. Chapter 2, The Importance of a Non-Judgmental Approach for Long-Term Transformation. Sharu received a call from a friend in need of advice as an addiction treatment therapist. Her friend was dating a man who had been sober for years and was wondering if his daily attendance of support group sessions was cause for concern. Sharu wasn't surprised by the answer. In fact, people who have successfully maintained their sobriety after overcoming an addiction are actually doing better than the average. They have a greater sense of self-awareness and stronger coping skills compared to those trying to break or form a new habit. Sharu gained valuable insights into how these strategies can be applied to any desired behavioral change through her work in addiction therapy. One of her most profound realizations came from a presentation about the dark web. She discovered that the dark web, besides being a platform for illegal drug trade, also provided a safe space for those struggling with addiction to share their coping mechanisms anonymously. In other words, these online forums offer a judgment-free zone. The process of seeking help at a substance abuse treatment center in the UK starts with filling out consent forms for information sharing with social services or the police if deemed necessary. Patients are also required to disclose information about their children, criminal history, and mental health diagnoses. This means that if a woman with alcoholism is truthful about her drinking habits, she may risk losing custody of her children. However, if she's not honest about her issues, she'll have a harder time receiving the necessary help. It's not just substance abuse that requires a non-judgmental approach to change. Sharu wouldn't tell her doctor that her true motivation for losing weight was to look good in a bikini instead of reducing her diabetes risk. That's why it's crucial that you feel comfortable being completely honest when working through the activities in these chapters. You may want to consider keeping a separate notepad where you can record your thoughts and progress privately. Chapter 3: Celebrating your strengths and accomplishments. When it comes to personal growth and transformation, it's crucial to have a solid foundation of motivation and accountability. Unfortunately, it's all too easy for our resolve to falter and for us to feel like change is impossible. That's why the first step in the kindness method is about self-reflection and appreciation. Before we even begin to tackle a habit or behavior we want to change, it's important to acknowledge the good things about ourselves and our past achievements. In this chapter, we'll start by creating a map of our positive qualities. Grab a piece of paper and write what I'm proud of in the center. Draw a circle around it and then start listing out all the things that make you proud of who you are. These can be compliments you've received, reasons why you're a fantastic friend, parent, or partner, or how you've handled tough situations. Draw a circle around each attribute and connect it back to the central circle with a line. Next, we'll create a What I'm Happy to Be map, where we'll list all our achievements and successes. These could be anything from completing a race to building a loving home. As we progress through the kindness method, we'll continue to add to these maps, reminding ourselves of all the amazing things we're capable of. By doing so, we'll shift our mindset and build self-compassion. Chapter 4: Unlock your path to success by understanding your past. As a professional YouTuber, I know that what works for one person may not work for another when it comes to personal transformation. That's why Sharu, a successful transformation coach, focuses on helping her clients understand their unique patterns to create a personalized plan for success. Sharu believes that the key to successful transformation is not about finding yourself, but rather meeting yourself where you are right now. Continuing on this journey, let's create a map called When I'm in the Zone. Think about a time when you achieved something that required a lot of effort, sacrifice, or tenacity. Reflect on the circumstances that allowed you to be successful, such as your location, the people around you, your mindset, and what worked well for you. Take some time to analyze your map and look for any trends or patterns. This will help you understand the optimal conditions for success and how to maintain a routine. It's also important to make a map of what hasn't worked. This map will help you identify any challenges or obstacles you faced in the past, so you can better prepare for success in the future. Consider any aspects of your previous strategy that didn't align with your personality, and think about what caused you to lose focus or motivation. Don't be discouraged if this process reminds you of past failures. Recognizing these challenges can help you learn from your mistakes and make more informed decisions moving forward. Chapter 5: Understanding and monitoring your triggers to help overcome them. In the last chapter, we discussed the process of figuring out what has worked and what hasn't in your previous attempts to change your behavior. However, external factors can easily throw you off track if you're not mindful of them. Triggers such as hunger and stress are common for many people, but it's essential to acknowledge that there will never be a perfect time to make a change, no matter what your worry may be, whether it's finances, deadlines, or relationship stress. By identifying these stressors, you can work on developing coping strategies that can improve your daily life and ensure that stress doesn't hinder your long-term goals. Creating a What Will Test Me map and including all the fears, anxieties, or situations that lead you to relapse is crucial. For instance, starting a new relationship or traveling are triggers that many people face. While some individuals might be discouraged by the thought of reading a book about behaviors that others seem to possess naturally, others might become complacent due to their early success and believe that they have solved their issues too soon. Based on your trigger map, what steps can you take now to resolve these problems before they occur? If you're trying to quit smoking, for example, it's advisable to avoid friends or coworkers who smoke until you're further along in your journey. To track your progress, consider starting a journal to document your improvement throughout the day and night. Take 5 minutes each morning to write down any potential triggering situations you may face and how you'd like to handle them. By practicing this morning routine, you'll be better equipped to deal with the circumstances as they arise, and you'll feel proud of how you respond. Take a few minutes at night to reflect on your responses during the day and add any unanticipated triggers to your What Will Test Me map. Chapter 6: Crafting an Actionable Plan with Gradual Milestones. Now that we've identified the current state of your journey, your desired destination, and the potential roadblocks, let's create a strategy to achieve your goals. Holding yourself accountable is key to success. By scheduling a review date on your calendar, you'll have dedicated time to assess your progress and adjust your plan with more challenging goals if needed. Start with a bi-weekly review reminder. Don't fall into the overambition trap. It's common for us to set overly stringent targets when we first embark on a journey to change. Take Paul for example, he yearned for a more exciting career. After working at the same company for 8 years post-college, he had formed a habit of frequenting the local pub with coworkers after work where they drink and gripe about the job and colleagues. This often led to hangovers and unhealthy eating habits, making him feel even more fatigued. When it came to devising a strategy, Paul wanted to quit drinking altogether, hit the gym, job hunt for 3 hours every night, and stick to a diet of only fruit, fish, and salad. However, Sharu recommended a more realistic approach. Paul should choose 2 evenings when he's most likely to resist the urge to go to the pub with coworkers. On those nights, he would spend 2 hours job searching while enjoying a healthy meal he had prepped ahead of time. Additionally, he could get off the bus a few stops before work and walk the remaining distance to start the day off with some exercise. Keep your plan achievable, and you'll be more likely to meet the goals you set for yourself at each stage of the process. Celebrate your victories, and add them to your What I'm Proud of map on your review date. This will give you the confidence and motivation to keep pushing forward towards the life you desire. Decide on the next few steps that will bring you closer to your end goal. Congratulations on making it to the end of these chapters. You've learned about the importance of identifying your triggers, creating a What Will Test Me map, and creating a realistic strategy with progressive targets. By following these steps, you'll be well on your way to creating positive change in your life. So, take a moment to celebrate your progress and all the hard work you've put into this process. The goal of these chapters was to guide you in creating positive change in your life by identifying triggers and developing a strategy to overcome them. By taking the time to understand what has worked and what hasn't in your past attempts at change, you can be better equipped to tackle these challenges moving forward. The What Will Test Me map is a useful tool for identifying the situations and stressors that may cause you to relapse or lapse in your progress. It's important to create a realistic strategy with progressive targets to keep yourself accountable and motivated along the way. Celebrate your progress and all the hard work you've put into this process, and continue to build towards the lifestyle you desire. So, we hope you found this information helpful and informative. If you did, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on self-improvement and personal development.